The history of Swedish immigration to Canada can be divided into three periods. The first spans the latter part of the 19th century up to the start of World War I. It was characterized by immigrants generally coming via the United States, although there were some who arrived directly from the home country. The second period extends from the end of World War I to the onset of the Great Depression at the beginning of the 1930s, when most Swedes entered Canada without first settling anywhere. The third period, from the end of World War II to the early 1970s, also witnessed immigration directly from Sweden, but in considerably smaller numbers than in previous eras. Currently, Canada-Sweden bilateral relations are close, positive, and constructive. The like-minded values of Canadians and Swedes are reflected in our strong commitment to free trade, protection of human rights, peacekeeping, UN reform, and environmental protection. Both Canada and Sweden have been involved in areas of conflict such as Libya, Afghanistan, Sudan, and off the Horn of Africa. My name is Carter Harnett, and this is my story. One side of my family is Swedish. My Swedish ancestors left their homeland because they wanted to get a fresh start financially. My family first arrived in Canada in 1907, and they chose to come to Canada because they heard there were better job opportunities. They chose to come to Canada because the immigration laws in Canada at the time were very lenient. Canada was their first and only choice, but when they got here they wanted to go back to Sweden, but they couldn't afford it. When they first got to Canada, they went through the struggle of switching to the English language and finding jobs because they could only do jobs that they knew from back home. They overcame these challenges by learning better English to function better in society. Some important historical events that have affected my family have been that my grandfather's grandfather went and fought in the Boer War in Africa. The other side of my family is British. When they came to Canada, they left Britain because of better opportunities, and in Britain they left behind 4 businesses which were all destroyed in World War I. When they came over, it was about the same time that Hitler was invading the smaller countries in Europe, and they knew war was going to come to England eventually. Their original voyage was supposed to be on the Titanic, but they had to cancel that because my grandmother's grandmother was very ill. So they came over by boat the following year, which was 1913, with 5 children. They chose Canada over any other country because they thought they'd be safer here than in Britain due to the impending war in Europe. They didn't think about settling in any other country because they had relatives in Canada. When they first got here, they were struggling to make money due to the lack of jobs in Canada. In Canada, they were having trouble living off the land because they were used to running their own businesses. They overcame these challenges by working hard.